Theodore Roosevelt once said, "To exist as a nation, to prosper as a state, and to live as a people, we must have trees." Most people do not notice trees, not until maintenance, such as trimming and raking dead leaves, needs to be done. However, trees are very beneficial to a healthy environment. Knowing the benefits that trees provide will make you realize how important trees truly are. After doing research through the library and online, I was able to gain knowledge of the multiple benefits that trees have to offer. To understand just how important trees are, it is best to start with the reasons why people cut down trees, then how trees are beneficial to a healthy environment, and finally, what we can do to ensure that there are large, healthy trees for generations. Logging is the process of cutting down trees for lumber and wood products. In the 1970s, the American Forest Institute ran an ad that stated, "I'm clear cutting to save the forest." Clear cutting, or clearing a forest of trees at this time, was thought to be a healthy practice for the forest. They believed it would enable new plant growth and speed the process of regeneration while preventing forest fires. Clear cutting is the cheapest and most efficient way to harvest a forest. However, this drastically alters the forest's ecosystem. Because of the clear cutting, many plants and animals are displaced or destroyed. Depending on how the clear cutting is done, it can cause deforestation, which means that the land is reduced from that of a forest to that of ordinary land. And here is a picture of deforestation. You can tell up here how lush and green and full the forest was before. Down here where they had came in, cut down all the trees, and set them fire. And this right here is what's left. For centuries, trees have boosted the economy by creating jobs and providing materials for homes and businesses. Forestry and other related industries employ 2.9 million people nationwide. Every 1,000 acres of privately owned forest creates about 8 jobs, and about $13 billion annually nationwide contributes to our economy through visitors spending money for trips, lodging, food, recreation at our nation's forest. And here's a picture of some campers camping in the forest next to a lake. I'm sure many of us, if not all of us, have had some form of vacation similar to this. Trees provide many benefits. These benefits include clean air, improves the quality of water, and saves money. Trees help stop climate change by removing carbon dioxide from the air and releasing oxygen into the atmosphere. In 1 year, a mature tree will absorb more than 48 pounds of carbon dioxide and release oxygen in exchange. In fact, one large tree can provide a day's supply of oxygen for up to 4 people. In 1997, New York City spent $1.5 billion to preserve the forest's watershed that supplies their drinking water. Watershed is the line separating the water's flow into different rivers and river basins. A filtration plant large enough to clean New York City's water supply would have cost over $6 billion. Instead, they only spent 1.5. Large trees planted on the east, west, and northwest side of your home will shade your home, lowering your air conditioning costs by up to 35%. Trees also add property value to your home. You can see by this photo right here that the trees provide this house lots of shade. There's barely any sunshine, just at the very top right there. So that's cooling their house down a lot. If not for trees, our air and water would be much more polluted. Even though the logging industry views the forest as a source of wealth, economic growth, and jobs, environmentalists view them as a source of recreation, spiritual renewal, and as living systems that maintain the overall environmental health. It is important that we know the benefits that trees provide. Some trees take 30 years or more to produce fertile seeds. This is why it is important for us to plant trees in order to speed up the restoration process. We can take action today by going online and donating to organizations such as the Arbor Day Foundation, or simply going to the nearest plant nursery or supermarket to purchase a tree to plant today.